everybody, welcome back. Alright, so this video, guys, is going to be about making a YouTube video. So, maybe some of you have watched my channel or other people's videos and you think, man, I'd like to do that. I'd like to get my phone out or my camera out. I'd like to try to make a video and publish it to YouTube, okay? So let's just imagine that that's what we're talking about today. You're a first timer and you want to, start doing this just for the fun of it. So I'm going to take you through some of the obstacles you're going to go through, some of the do's and don'ts, just from my experience over these past, 10 months or so that I've been doing videos. And I just want to share some of what I've learned with you. All right, so my little channel, man, it's got about 91 videos now, I think. And I got about 300 subscribers, 310 or 15, something like that. And I've been doing it now for a while with 90-something videos, and I've made a lot of mistakes. And I've learned how to do it a little better and a little better and a little better. And I want to share some of the stuff with you that I've learned. All right, so number one on the list is you need to have a desire to do it just for the fun of it. Okay? So like I said, you got to come into this just for the fun of it. Don't even think about, that you're going to become the next YouTube video maker sensation and get rich through Google, okay? It ain't going to happen. Some of the channels that have been around a long time and have many subscribers, I don't know what they're making. I'm sure they're making something, or they wouldn't keep doing it. But as far as me and you are concerned, it's just for fun. Keep it that way, okay? All right, number two is you got to have a way of recording these videos. And I can tell you that I use this pretty much all the time, okay? I don't have anything else. I got my phone that I use for my personal use. This is my Samsung 8. And what we're recording on right now is my old phone, which was my Samsung 6. All right, and when I got this phone back, 8 months ago, whatever it was, I kept my old phone just for doing this. That way I could take it out on the trail or whatever, and I wasn't necessarily putting this phone in danger out there trying to record hanging over water or standing in something or whatever. So you need some recording equipment or whatever, and your cell phone will do a fantastic job to get out here in your garage or under the hood of a car or whatever. So number three on the list is once you've decided, hey man, I want to have some fun, I'm going to make some videos, I got me a cell phone, why not? I can make a video with a cell phone. All right, then the next thing you need is a subject or your hobby or whatever it is that you're wanting to share, with your viewers or what's going to become your viewers, all right? All right. Number four on the list is once you've decided to do all that, you got your subject and you got, yeah man, I'm going to use my cell phone, then you need a way of holding the camera, okay? You need a way of holding that phone, all right? And that's really important. And I know you have all run into those videos when you're out there watching stuff on YouTube of the guy who's trying to, work on his car or work on whatever, and he's trying to hold the camera with one hand and wrench with another, and he's like, oh man, I can't hardly do this one-handed. You got to have a way of holding your camera, even when all right, I use a tripod. And you can see here I've got my friend here, fake camera, that we're going to use here to kind of illustrate some of what I'm talking about, all right? So you need a way of holding your camera. Number one, if you're out here trying to one-hand it, it's not going to work out good. Your videos are going to be shaky. I know mine, man. Mine will be shaky, be all over the place. So you need a nice, steady place that you can point that camera and zoom it in and get it on what you want to work on. All right, so that brings us to number five. Number five on the list is either you're in front of the camera trying to work, or the camera's in front of you and you're trying to work, okay? So that's something that I had to learn to overcome, is how to be able to work on my workbench and get the camera in a place where it records what I'm doing, but it ain't in my way. Let's just say we're working on the vise here, okay? So what I do is I put the camera kind of looking over my shoulder, just like if you were out here with me. That's kind of where you would be. You wouldn't be standing in front of me, whatever. You would just kind of gimble around and look over my shoulder, and that's what this camera's doing. So, and now the little tripod, it comes in handy when you're down like under the car, or you remember when we changed the oil in those motorcycles and stuff, and I had to get right down on the ground, and that's where this comes in handy. There's a lot of times that I need a way of holding that cell phone, my camera, down low at a real low angle, and you can't do that with a regular tripod. All right, guys, number 6 on the list is sound is a problem. All right, so you can hear there's a lot of background noise going on out here in the garage. I've got a couple of fans going because it's hot. I got my TV going up here because I want to watch TV while I'm out here working. But at the same time, I want to record a video. So, and the dog down here, he's making racket. And so sound is constantly an issue for you when you're trying to record. I mean, that's a lot better. You see the difference? I don't have to yell. You can hear what I'm saying, and it's not, you know, abusive to your ears to watch the video, okay? Now, all right, so there has been many hours of video shot out here in a noisy environment just like you heard, okay, where I had my TV going, I had my fans going, and I wanted to be comfortable and watch the ball game or the NASCAR race or whatever while I was doing my recording. So you have to make a decision when you're doing your recording, okay, and you'll learn this with time. There are parts of your video that you can have all the noise in the world going on out here, and you just, when you do your editing, you just plan on turning all that volume down through the editing process for that clip. I know, Hank. Just turning that volume down for that clip, getting all the background noise out, and doing a voiceover, okay? And all right, number 7 is record everything you can, all right? If you don't record it, you can't use it. So don't think that, oh, I'll just turn on the camera every now and then. Listen, I turn my camera on and I'll get it set up where it's getting what I want it to get, and I'll let that thing run. So it's not unusual, guys. For one of my videos that's on my channel, that's in the 10, 11, 12, 13-minute range, you know, about the average length of my videos. Some of them are a little longer, but that's the average. It's not unusual for, let's just say, a 12-minute video that I had 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours of recording footage, okay, that I have to cut and use and get that out of that, okay? But I do that because you don't want to miss anything. You know, if you turn that thing off and you set it down, you're going to end up taking something apart or putting something together and like, dang, I didn't record that. And you'll wish you had. So I record everything. You can always, you know, speed it up or whatever. The next thing, number 8 on the list, is you need to have an editing software. Okay. All right, guys, so when I first started with, you know, editing out these videos, I started out with just my regular PC computer that I had a long time, and I used the Movie Maker, you know, video editing software that was basically on the computer already. It was part of the operating system. So then I was able to upgrade to a used Apple computer with iMovie on it. And iMovie is fantastic for editing these videos. Once you learn how to use it, and there's some tips and tricks, and you need to watch all the YouTube videos you can about how to do iMovie. And guys, once you start using iMovie, you're not going to want to go back. It's just great software to do what you want to do. In fact, probably the last 70 videos that have been put up on my channel were done with iMovie. Now, I know that there's some editing software that you can put on your phones to take your, you know, your videos and try to edit them and do stuff, and I got to tell you, unless you're a heck of a lot better on a cell phone than I am, that'll drive you crazy, all right? Trying to press them buttons and drag and drop and forget that. I have to edit, and I'm going to recommend to you to edit all your videos on a personal computer, okay? Take the files off of your phone, put them onto your computer, and then begin to edit it and put together a movie. All right, so let's walk inside here for just a second. All right, so number 9 on the list, cut, cut, cut. All right, you have got to get your video cut down. You can't go out there and record 2 or 3 hours worth of video and come in here and just put it and be lazy and just put it all up, okay? This is where you're going to spend most of your time, all right? So don't be afraid to cut. And you also need to fast forward a lot. You notice in a lot of my videos, you'll see that, man, where it's, you know, that stuff, we're taking things apart or putting things together, whatever. You know, I speed it up, put some music in there for you, and maybe do a voiceover in between, talking about what we're doing. And so you can't be afraid to do that. You got to learn how to do it on your software. All right, so number 10 on the list is watch your music, okay, and your volume control. It's easy. And I know you've seen this in other videos, man. You watching a video and they'll suddenly inject this music and it'll be real loud. I mean, it'll blow you out, okay? And it's annoying the viewers. They don't like that. So you got to control your music. There's times that I will watch my own video in the editing process. I'll watch it 3 times all the way through, doing nothing but adjusting the volume levels of each cut, each clip, to try to get it to where it's as even as possible at, a good middle of the road range as far as your volume is concerned. All right, so number 11 is be sure to use, transitions and put titles in there also when you're editing software. All this takes a little more time, but it helps make your thing better. Like put some writing in there about Hank. So use titles where you can. Put that writing in there, what you're doing or where you're going, or identifying where you're at, because everyone learns differently. You don't want your video to just be all centered on pictures. Sometimes people need to read where you're at instead of you telling them where they're at. All right, number 12, don't be afraid to do voiceover. So we mentioned that earlier when we was talking about how difficult sound can be. It was out in the garage and had fans going and all that, the TV on, and when I'm out there recording and I've got all that stuff going, I know that I'm not going to be, recording something that volume is important or sound is important. And so I know when I get on the computer here in the editing software, I'm going to turn that volume all the way down on that clip, and then I'm going to do a voiceover. So you can use something like this. This is just a little Microsoft headphone with a microphone on it. You can use the little thing that comes with your cell phone sometimes too. You just put it in your ear and you got the little microphone there. And your computer also has a microphone on it, and it'll record your voice. It's not quite as good as this, all right? This gives you a little better sound, and it don't sound like you're coming out of a pipe or whatever, okay? This is number 13. Get a thick skin, all right? Because you're going to have people who are going to leave. I hate to even say they're people, okay? But you're going to get people who leave a comment on your video that's completely undeserved, okay? You're going to have people call you names, tell you how stupid you are, or how you need to do this, or jump off a bridge, or whatever, okay? I mean, I've experienced some bad comments. I'm going to share with you the best piece of advice I can about when you start receiving those negative comments, and you will. Delete their crappy comments, and then I block them, okay? They're not going to watch my videos anymore under that username. Now, they might log out and watch them, but they ain't going to be able to log back in and leave any nasty comments. And they're not going to be able to watch my videos while they're logged in, because I'm going to block them. And I've already deleted probably a dozen comments and blocked a dozen people in the last 10 months and 90 videos, okay? So be prepared, okay? The hell with them people. Don't worry about what they think or what they say, okay? They don't have any influence over your life or your joy. So just knock them out of your life, block them out, and keep on having fun and making your videos, okay? Well, hey guys, I appreciate you watching this video about making videos. And guys, I hope you come back and watch the next one. 14-minute range. Hank. Come on, go get it. Come back. Well, guys, thanks for hanging. Lord, Andrew. Shit. That you see on YouTube. So, Hank, give me that. This is what he's playing with, okay?